What if the fire alarm in your soul was wired wrong? What if it screamed danger, not when there was smoke, but when you were just trying to fall asleep? But that is like telling someone with a broken alarm to just will it to be quiet. Your first thought is, I'm having a heart attack. But this is the signature of adrenaline. Your amygdala, the tiny almond-shaped threat detector in your brain, has perceived a danger real or imagined. It can't tell the difference between a tiger in the room and the threat of a difficult conversation. So it pulls the emergency brake. It floods your system with adrenaline, preparing your body for a primal fight or for flight. Your heart isn't failing. It's preparing. It's pumping blood to your muscles so you can run, so you can survive. It doesn't work because anxiety is not a choice. It's a physiological and psychological response, a complex symphony of signals and chemicals that you did not ask for. So today, let's stop judging it. Let's stop fighting it. Let's simply understand it. We're going to walk through the landscape of anxiety, symptom by symptom, not as a clinical list, but as a story your body is trying to tell you. What if it blared when you received a simple email, or had to make a phone call, or simply thought about the future? This is the heart of anxiety. It's a profoundly human experience, a protection system going into overdrive. It's your own mind, your own body, trying so desperately to keep you safe that it ends up feeling like the most unsafe place in the world. We're told to just relax, to stop worrying. It often starts in the chest. A sudden racing, a violent pounding, a fluttering that feels like your heart is trying to escape your ribcage. This is terrifying. Then comes the breath. It feels like you can't get enough air, a tightness in your chest, a choking sensation in your throat. You start to gasp, which only makes it worse. This is your body trying to take in more oxygen for that same fight. But because you're not actually running from a tiger, you overbreathe. You disrupt the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in your blood, which leads to the next cascade of symptoms: dizziness, lightheadedness, a tingling in your hands and feet. Your body, in trying to save you, is creating a storm of sensations that feel themselves life-threatening. You might tremble, you might sweat, you might feel a sudden hot flash or a wave of chills. This is all part of the same primal survival response. Your body is ready for a battle that is happening only within you. And while your body is at war, your mind is scrambling to make sense of it. This is where the psychological symptoms surge. First, racing thoughts. When the overwhelm is too intense, the brain pulls an emergency escape hatch: dissociation. This can manifest in two ways. The first is derealization, where the world around you suddenly feels strange, unreal, or distant, as if you're watching a movie or living in a dream. Your mind becomes a chaotic whirlwind of what-ifs. What if I faint? What if I lose control? What if everyone is staring at me? What if this feeling never stops? This is your brain's problem-solving function gone into overdrive. It feels the intense physical alarm, and it desperately searches for the cause, creating catastrophic stories to match the intensity of the feeling. You might experience a profound and terrifying sense of impending doom. This isn't just worrying. It's a deep, intuitive feeling that something awful is about to happen. It's the raw, emotional texture of the alarm, the pure feeling of danger without a specific object. Alongside this, your ability to think clearly evaporates. This is brain fog. You can't concentrate, you can't focus, you can't remember simple things. It feels like your mind is wading through mud. This happens because your brain has diverted all its energy to the security system. Higher level thinking is a luxury when you believe you are in mortal danger. Survival comes first. And sometimes, the colors might seem off, sounds might be muffled. The second is depersonalization, where you feel detached from yourself. You might feel like you're observing your own body from the outside, or that your emotions are not your own. But anxiety can also be a chronic, low-grade hum that shapes your daily life. A worried mind sends distress signals to your digestive system, leading to nausea, stomach cramps, irritable bowel syndrome, or a constant feeling of butterflies. Your appetite might disappear, or you might feel compelled to eat for comfort. It shows up as headaches, irritability, and a constant feeling of being on edge, where the smallest thing can make you jump or snap. It shows up as persistent muscle tension, that constant ache in your shoulders, neck, and jaw. You start to shrink your world to avoid triggering the alarm. You avoid social situations, new experiences, difficult tasks. It fuels procrastination because starting a task can feel so overwhelming. It makes you seek constant reassurance, asking others again and again if everything will be okay, because you can't trust your own inner sense of safety. Your body is perpetually braced for impact. It shows up as chronic fatigue. Being on high alert 24/7 is exhausting. Your nervous system is burning through your energy reserves, leaving you feeling drained and weary for no apparent reason. This is not you going crazy. This is your mind's profound last-ditch effort to protect you by creating distance from an experience that feels too painful to endure. These are the acute, intense symptoms, the ones that define a panic attack. It lives in your stomach. The gut-brain axis is a real physical connection. And finally, anxiety changes your behavior. It makes you avoid things. Every single one of these symptoms, from the pounding heart to the avoidance of a phone call, then know that you are not alone. So many of us are walking around with alarms ringing. Sharing your experience can be a powerful reminder of that. If you'd like to explore this journey further with us, please consider subscribing. Be incredibly gentle with yourself today. Is not to silence the alarm, but to gently and compassionately retrain it. It's about teaching your body, through your breath, through mindfulness, through gentle movement, that you are safe now. The threat it perceives is an echo from the past, not a reality in the present. It's about looking at your own anxious heart not with frustration, but with a deep compassion, and whispering, "Thank you for trying to protect me. I see you. But we are safe now. The war is over." You are not your anxiety. You are the one who is noticing it, the one who is learning to hold it with a newfound kindness. And in that space, in that gentle holding, you can finally begin to come home to yourself. It's a logical, albeit painful, part of the same story. It is the story of a sensitive, intelligent, and caring nervous system that has learned, somewhere in your past, that the world is not a safe place. It is trying to protect you. It is a sign of a system that cares deeply. The path to healing, if this felt familiar,